We just want to be like, yay, let's have fun. Instead of going out in the cold, yeah, we can go out in the cold, go to someone's house, and we're all in a homely environment. Everyone's having fun, and we're experiencing different cultures. We're missing out on that. I'm not, but you could be possibly missing out on that, for example. So why not try that? That's one way that you can save money, but you've got YouTube. So you could do your cooking, and then you can have your adverts on there, and you've got money to, even if you want to go out for a meal, then you go out for a meal once a month. You get paid on the 21st. If you want to use that money for a meal, you can do, but put a bit aside for savings, at least 10%, for example, as a crisis fund. Yeah, so, it is just something that you can do. So that's just one thing. If you're doing like the sponsorships, like these companies, these large companies, they're looking for people to, when they've got their video, like for example, I'm doing a video and then I would talk about a product that I use, for example, and then I would be paid for talking about that product. Can you imagine that you're talking about a product and you're being paid £500 every time you talk about a product? You may agree to say, right, okay, I'm going to speak about it once a week, or I'm going to speak about, they pay you according to the number of times that you mention it, and you have to say it for so many minutes, for example. But isn't that a good thing? If it's something that resonates with you, if you're into sportswear, swimwear, you could wear it, and then if you're on holiday, you put the swimwear on and you talk and you say, oh, by the way, I got this from blah, blah, blah. Here's the link in my description. Click it. Or it could be makeup, or it could be nail polish, for example, or it could be perfume, for example, or it could be creams, or it could be clothes, or it could be stationery, or it could be calendar, or it could be software. There's lots of different sponsorships that will use you. They really would. And I think it's such a good thing. So that is one way of earning money from YouTube. The second way is that you can actually sell your own products on YouTube. Passive income. You can either use a platform to sell their products, like I spoke in the passive income video here, for example, here that I did on YouTube here, where you can sell other people's products, i.e. T-shirts. You can perhaps see my products on here. For example, aprons, you could sell mugs, you can sell hoodies, you can sell cardigans, you could sell knitwear if you like knitwear. That's something that I'm looking at the moment, because I do like knitted wear, for example. You could have their products in your description, and then when someone clicks the link and they buy, then you get a percentage of the sale. You haven't got to deal with any packaging or any customer service, for example. Isn't that a good thing? And it's the same when you do a video on YouTube, for example, and you're talking and you get paid from the adverts. There's no customer service that you're dealing with. You haven't got products that you've got to service. All you got to do is show up on YouTube. And I love the butterflies, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. So think about all the different ways that you can earn money on YouTube. Education. Education is needed. People want to learn things on YouTube. Instead of, people are trying not to watch TV as much. A lot of people are still watching TV, don't get me wrong, but I don't watch TV. The only time I watch it is if I'm watching a really good movie. Like the other day I watched Shirley Chisholm. She wanted to be the first black woman that was an American president, and this was in 1972. So Shirley Chisholm, she set the bar for all women, plus also black women, to apply to become president of the United States, that is. Now, I'm still waiting for this to happen in the UK as well. We haven't had a female prime minister. Well, we have had a female prime minister, sorry, apologies. In the UK we did. There was Maggie Thatcher and there was someone else, and I think they didn't last very long. Can't remember her name. But we haven't had a black female prime minister in the UK yet, and it would be nice if Kemi, the one that's conservative, but I'm not going to get political, but it would be nice to see that for a change. For example, also in America, like Shirley Chisholm, she applied to be the first black female president in the States, and she almost did it, and then something just went wrong. It went backwards. But you know what? It's like she said, she felt as if she won because she created the opportunity for others. So she paved the way for others to win one day. So we're waiting for that to happen. And as the last presidential campaign in America happened, that, you know, Miss Harris was trying, but she didn't get through. But, you know, at least we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And I know I kind of went off track there, but I just had to mention that, because instead of watching TV that is aggression and violence and things like that, try and watch some documentaries. Try and watch some educational stuff that's going to help your mindset, because we're living in strange times at the moment because the inflation. So some people may be feeling fearful and things like that. So we've got to look after our mindset. We've got to look after our wellness. We've got to look after our health, and we've got to look after our wealth as well, that we can, in the best possible way. And this is the reason why I'm saying YouTube. I cannot say it enough, because I know that it is working. I've been paid 2 months on the trot. I know it was only £100 each month, but it was still £100, you know, and that tells me that it's working, what I'm doing, for example. So now I'm up in the game. I also want to encourage you to do the same, just like with my client when I asked her to do her videos more regular, and she did. She started doing them daily, and she got to 1,000 subscribers, and I was so happy for her, because she works really, really hard, and she deserves the best, for example. And, you know, women over 50, we tend to think, oh, I don't think I could do that, I'm not sure, you know, but you can. We can all do it. It doesn't matter what the age we are, you know, we can. And now with the pensions that we're having to deal with, we don't know how much pension we're truly going to get when it comes to the pension time for us, because there's arguments going off left, right and centre in the UK about there's the wispy strikes that's been happening with the female women that want compensation for the pension amounts that they've lost. So we've got to try and look at what backup we can create so that we're not in a desperate situation. Like with the UK government, they've stopped the winter fuel allowance for pensioners, and they've been used to getting this money, for example. So same with in America, you know, the pension, when it comes to when it does come to your pension age, for example, and it's time to get your pension, is it really going to be enough for you to live on, to have a good life? Because our pension, we always see it as it's a time to relax. We're going to live a good life, you know. But what's happening is when people come to pension age, they get their pension, but it's just enough to live on. And you've worked so hard for so long, and you're just getting a little bit. That's not right. So this is why I'm talking about this YouTube thing, because there are women on YouTube that are over 50 and over 60, pensioners, 70 years old, even 80 years old. They are on YouTube and they are making some really, really good money. A lot more money than what they were doing when they was actually working. So they get their pension, but they're also getting on top this YouTube money. And they're just doing videos once a week. They're not even, or even twice a week. They're not doing like daily, and they're not like pumping out 5 videos a day, for example. So I know that this works, and this is why I'm so passionate about it. If you are young and you're working, you could be working as a cashier or whatever, then do some YouTube, do your work. Don't give up your job. I'm not saying to anybody to give up their work, because that is not really the right thing to do. Keep working and do this on the side. Do it as a passive income. Like me, I'm here at night time, aren't I? Well, I'm in Cyprus, so I start at 9 o'clock, where I do a YouTube video, or I do a YouTube video while I'm walking. And I walk for an hour and a half each day. So I can do a video. And I could actually do 2 or 3 videos if I wanted to. But I always like to look at my surroundings and enjoy nature and things like that. Then I'll shoot a quick video, or I may even do 2. Depends how inspirational I feel, and whether it's going to be something that will benefit you. So I try and shoot it whilst it's fresh in my mind. So think about the things that you can do on YouTube. Like I said in my video earlier, my mum, she would have loved it. She would have loved it.